Well, hey, 242, what is going on? Brad here, and I'm excited because I am with Joel Fireball, who's one of our premier teaching pastors. You all know who he is, but this beautiful lady may be new to you, but Joel has been hanging around her pretty much his whole life. This is Janet
My whole life.
Fireball. This is Janet Fireball, Joel's mother.
Can you hear us, Mom?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm- So great. I'm delighted.
But with Mother's Day approaching, what we wanted to do was just kind of reach out to the moms of the teaching pastors and just honestly just get some dirt. That's what we want. We just want to get to the dirt of it all. Janet, what did you think Joel was going to be when he grew up? Did you always know he was going to be a pastor, or what did you think he was going to be?
Well, we decided that if the basketball career didn't work out, since he was in second grade, he has always said he wanted to be a pastor. So I really thought God has had his hand on his life in an amazing way. So I guess that is what I thought he would be.
That's awesome. When I was in second grade, I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle.
This is one I've known, but I've wondered. But it's time that you got to be honest, I said, Mom.
Right.
So I have a sister. So am I your favorite?
Right.
Well,
I've always told you growing up that she's my favorite.
True.
And I always told her growing up that you're my favorite. So I want to keep both of you humble.
What is the psychology behind that? Yeah, man.
Like, keep both of you humble or keep both of you angry at the other one? I'm not sure exactly.
Well, it keeps you trying harder, I guess.
Man.
That's great.
Text you ahead of time, told you to get my favorite picture. I have not seen it. What'd you come up with?
Well, I almost told you ahead. Well, I have two. So you can choose, right? So here's this one.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was rocking the mullet before it was cool.
That's his expression that he grew up with most of his whole life. But then I did want to show you, this is from Mother's Day 2007, right?
Okay.
So can you see this one? There you go.
Yeah, the same haircut, Mom, me and you there. I think we had the...
I love that. Joel, what do you call that haircut, Joel? I've seen about 5 pictures of you with that haircut. I call it the helmet. But what would you call it?
I've heard helmet. I've heard just Lego hair. It's just a set of, it's just a Lego pop on. Yeah.
And Janet, were you never concerned about this hair? There's no wisdom given around this hair?
We tried to choose our battles. So there was freedom with hair.
No, you cut my hair. You were the artist.
Sometimes when he was a basketball player, and when he was in basketball, it conflicted for the night of our youth group. And so he figured out that if he could ride back with us instead of the bus, he could make it to the lion's share of the youth group, but it was against the rules. So he went to the coach himself and told him that he cared about, Jesus and his relationship. And so the coach made an exception and let him ride back with us. And by the end of the season, my husband and I had to take 2 cars to games because he was bringing the entire team to youth group in basketball uniforms straight from the game. And the coach really couldn't say anything because he already made an exception for him. So
I love that.
Oh man, Mom, if I would have been born the opposite gender, what would you have named me?
We were going with J's, so probably would have been Julia.
Julia.
Okay.
I really like the name Joel, so I also thought about Joel.
That's what I call him around the office.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to put Joel in the hot seat right now, today.
Oh,
Okay.
Young man, I want to ask you straight up, does he call you enough to check in on you and say that he loves you?
No.
I was just saying you could be honest.
Okay, how often do you say he would call you now?
Ooh. When he has a question?
Like once a week, once every other week?
Yeah, I'm going with once every several months.
Oh, Joel!
I know. I love my mom to death. She knows that.
All right.
But,
And
I do know
just so
that.
Joel can hear this, and the whole world needs to know what moms think. Okay, especially going into this Mother's Day. As a mother, Janet, how often would you like your son to call you?
that's a good question.
Let's go with once a week or even once every other week. How about that?
That sounds fair. Joel, let's up your game on this.
That's my Mother's Day gift this year. It's awesome.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking some time to do this.
Does this count as our call? Does this count as our call?
We'll count it. Yeah, we'll count it.
All right.